Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Old Guy Plays 1969 for an introduction of a new series, possibly, and a new coverage of another game, Minecraft. Now, you may be thinking, geez, what's somebody your age playing this game for? That's a kid's game, right? No, in actuality, not. It's probably the world's best sandbox game you'll find out there. And depending on how much of an imagination you have is really the limitation of the game. I mean, yes, it's got an end goal, and I know there's people that speed play the game and try to get to the end, but that's not really my jam for it. I like the creativity side of it, and I find the game very relaxing. So I find it's a game that's good for young or the old. Either group of people can certainly play it. So I'm going to cover this one. This is Minecraft Java. It's the 1.20.1 edition of the game. Now, I do realize there's newer versions of the game, but a lot of these modded Java versions are based off of that version. I don't know why that version in particular is the one that they all gravitate to. But anyway, maybe it's, a stability thing. I'm not sure. But this is Homestead, and this one here is comprised of well over 300 mods. I don't know what the exact count is, but there's at least 300 mods in this package. So, without further ado, let me go and pop into the game feed, and we will have a look at Minecraft here, and I'll explain some stuff about it if you do decide to download it. Now, when it comes to modded Minecraft, you do need a legitimate copy of the game, so you do have to have a Microsoft user ID for Minecraft. And what you do is you can download a little program that will allow you to connect to either the Modrinth website, where you can get mods, or Forge, where you can get mods. The mod launcher that I use is called Prism. There's another one out there called AT Launcher. That works good as well. And I think there's a handful of a few others, but Prism is the main one I use. You're going to want to install that program, and then you're going to go ahead and add an instance, and then you're going to click Modrinth, and in the search bar, you're going to type in Homestead, and then it's basically one click to set it up. You will also have to go into the settings of that program and allocate 8 megs of RAM to the game. Now, I know this particular one, they say they recommend 4, but I know from playing, better to have 8. I find everything runs better, so that would be the only main tip I'd give you on the install. Also, the package, because of licensing, doesn't include all the mods, so you will have to put 5 mods in, I think, manually, which is fairly easy to do. When you first start the game, it'll let you know this, and there's a button you can click there, and it'll open up the web pages and immediately start to download the files. Okay? Then all you got to do is copy those out of your download folder, then open the folder in Prism to the game files, and go to the mods folder there and drop them on in, and you're good to go. And I don't know if this series or this video gets a lot of good responses on it. Maybe what we'll do is we'll have a look at doing a video that shows you how to actually set it up and install it, because that might be helpful for people that have never really run mods. I know for myself personally, it's great when you buy a game and you enjoy it, and then you get to the end and you say, wow, that was a good game, I really enjoyed that. And then you put it back, if it's a CD, you put it back in the case, you throw it in your games drawer, and you never touch the bloody thing ever again. Which is a damn sin, really. Think about it. You paid good money for that. So how do you get replayability out of your games? Well, if each time you play it, it's a different experience, like a sports game, because the score can change every time. The results can change. The season statistics can change. Like, those games are very easy to point at and say, well, they got great replayability. But what about this? What if, once you've beaten the Ender Dragon, what is there left to do? Nothing really. But like I said, this game was built on being a sandbox game. Those other things were built into it afterwards, like the Nether, the End, the overworld size, like all that stuff. At one time when they first released this, it was one bloody map that was only a certain size, and once you reached the edge of the map, that was it. So anyway, once you get it all installed, you want to click single player if you're playing offline. Now you can go ahead and install this as well on a server. I don't know if I will get into that to explain how that works, but that's a pretty easy setup as well. As you can see here, I've been trying things out. These were the first 2 maps I tried. I didn't play on them very long. I just wanted to get the basics down, and this is kind of the map that I'm playing on right now and enjoying. But for the sake of this video, tell you anything about the mod and show you what things I like about it and what things I don't like about it. We're going to make a new world. So when you go in and prepare it for a new world, you can still set some things up. Now, I know some people, when they play Minecraft, they like the bonus chest, or they like to turn on cheats so that you can use the command to execute cheats. Now, I don't use the cheats, but just a word of caution, if you do turn that on, you can't shut it off, okay? So it'll be permanently on your map. Now, maybe there's some way you can hack your map and take that off, but I'm not aware of it. Now, here you can change the hostility of the map if you want, so you can play creative and still have to worry about food and your health, but if you want, you can ramp it up. You can say, okay, let's make this hard, so the hunger bar depletes and drains all health, and mobs spawn and deal way more damage. Or you can go a peaceful mode, so all you get is just peaceful mobs. Or you can go easy, so they're very easy to kill, or normal. And there's also a hardcore mod, which is absolutely nuts, but I know people play those as well. So, I mean, that's there for you as well. But, you know what we started to talk about. How do you get to the damn bonus chest, dude? Well, you got to click world. And you can turn it on here if you want to use it. It's right there. And then the game also has some other things that you can play with as well. You can install some different data packs here if you want. And this is an experimental tab. I don't recommend you fool around with this at the start, but this is for, you know, if there's things that you want to play with that are experimental. Then, of course, the game rules are in here. So if you want the thing to regenerate health, if you want to keep all of your inventory after you die, there's specific things you can put on there for mobs and how they spawn if you want. I just leave everything at the default. Okay. Really, with this mod pack, I'll be honest, there's not really any fear of dying, and I'll explain why when I get into it. Okay, so we need to name this world. So let's name this Old Guy Plays World. Yeah, because it's a world. We're going to play it. Okay, let's get this thing created. Now, the only game music you're going to hear is just what's in the basic Minecraft. I think that's allowable on YouTube, but this particular pack plays the regular Minecraft music, but I think also they've inserted one of the Backstreet Boys tunes, because that's what it sounds very familiar to me. So I'm thinking if it is a Backstreet Boys tune, we don't want to have it on there because I'll get copyright strike. Okay, I just had a nice sip of coffee, and let's look around here. Wow. Thank you very much, Minecraft gods, for spawning me in snow biome. Oh my god, I hit M for the big map, and it's nothing but snow. Now, you might say, what's that crap at the bottom of the screen? Well, let's hit the E key here and bring it up. Look at this, 181 pages of tons of blocks that you can build. Now, I do have stuff bookmarked over here. I'll explain how that works in a minute. But anything that has to do with a specific mod, you can type in the @ symbol, and for example, like create, CREAT, the create mod. So there's 11 pages of things that you can build with create in this. So if you know the name of the mod, you can bring up all the pieces that go with that mod. No, I don't, and I'll be honest, there is tons of crap in here to build. Now, what are these on the bottom? Yes, these little books. Well, this one here, this is the Squish Manual, and this teaches you all about how to make candy. Keep your pets happy. That's a mod in itself there, but that's that one. this little thing, the golden leaf, this is what helps regenerate your health bars down here and these. Now you still got to eat, okay? You definitely still got to eat. Um, but yeah, you can have that on you. Now it says you can eat it up to 3 times. I'm going to recommend to tell you right now, don't eat that thing at all. It'll still regenerate your health if you don't eat it. It'll just put you back up to instant health if you eat it. The reason why I'm telling you not to eat it, leave it, is because later on you can build one of these. It's called a tranquil lantern, and it keeps hostile mobs away from your base up to 13 blocks, which is great when you're building something and you don't want a creeper to sneak up and go kapoof and wreck the entire construction that you were working on. That really sucks. Okay, anyway, next book. There's also the Welcome to Homestead. So this will tell you all about the mod, why the creator itself, why he made the mod, and tells you all about the vision around it. So you can read that in your own time if you want. And the last book is a quest book. Now, there is another mod pack out there called Aged, and Aged, when you play it, forces you to do the progression, okay? So meaning when you first start off, you can't even dig a tree because you got no axe, and it won't let you make an axe on the crafting table, okay? Which to me is just, you're taking away the basic function of Minecraft. This is here to teach you about all of these mod packs, and this is all of them here, okay? All the different mod packs, and you can go into each individual one. Like this one is the Heart of Homestead, so this one tell you about some food stuff and how to make some foods. And then there's other ones you can do, like Liquid Courage. This is all about brewing beers. Yes, you can brew beers and wine. Really, really cool. Yeah, we can go back to the main one. Now, actually, this book here, you don't even need to keep it. You can throw it away if you want eventually, because you can always click this button up here and get back to what you were looking at. There's a quick collect rewards button. Some controls for it. If you want to use those, you can pin this or not. So there we go. First sprout. Stays open, closed. No, don't need all that. But anyway, that's the explanation of the books. Now, I need some wood to get started off because I'll need a crafting table. But I'm going to be honest with you too. I hate snow. Absolutely hate the snow biome. I'm not a fan of it. Now, you'll notice on my map, you'll see little heads. That shows you actually the bad guys. So I like to hit the U key. Oh no, that's the waypoints. We'll talk about that afterwards. Y key, sorry. And go into the view settings. I think it's viewed. No, maybe it's not. Radar settings, that's it. And I like to turn this to no icons. Why? Because I don't want to know where the creeper is and stuff like that. I think that's a little bit of a cheat. But you know what? If wanting to know where them friggin' bad guys are, leave it on. It'll put a little head icon on the screen for you so that you can see where the little buggers are. Okay. My only worry in here would probably be skeletons, maybe. All right, so let's make some planks. Now we got birch. Let's make some birch planks. I got 24 of those. Need sticks. Definitely got to make some sticks. There we go. Turn those all into sticks. And let's get some more wood. Quest complete. Stick it together. Now, this is what I was saying about the questing in this. It's not like Aged, where Aged forces you to do the progression. Homestead mainly has the progression there to teach you about all the mods. So if you go through and you follow all the recipes in there to get the things, you also get rewards. Orange birch sapling. Okay, nice. there's tons of trees in this too, and I really doubt in any way you are going to be able to collect them all, because there's hundreds of biomes in this as well. All right, so we got some more wood. Let's make some more stuff. More planks. Okay, there we go. We should have the building blocks to really kind of get started here. So let's make a crafting table. There we go. One crafting table. Keep digging. We'll get ourselves down here to level ground. Then we're going to pick a direction and just boot it. And most likely, I'm probably going to find that I'm going to end up digging a hole for the first night. All right, this is a good direction than any, but we need tools. We need an axe. Now, I got bookmarked the iron axe because I find that that's the main one that I end up using most of the time. So go to axes. Let's get a nice little wooden one to start off with here. And we'll get a wooden pickaxe as well to get started. It's the only two wooden tools that I'm going to use. And dig this all up. So far, probably playing this, you're like, well, I'm not really seeing any major difference with this. Well, what's this guy? That's a cow. And depending on the biome, they look different. So, but I'm going to need a food source, so sorry guys, you're expendable. And you're going to be, what did the fat guy say in Austin Powers? You're going to go in my belly, right? Yeah. Ooh. Oh, he's got a baby with him. But do I feel bad about it? No. Okay. Looks like I picked up a piece of leather too. Oh, look at this. This is good for us. Able to get cobblestone right away. This is going to help majorly. And as you see that we've unlocked another progression, we are now advanced into the Stone Age. Okay. I'm going to dig up this resource. Another thing I'm going to show you as well here. Let's go into Y, and we're going to go into the information settings, I believe it is, and info display. And in here, I'm going to turn the weather on. I'm going to pick a color for that. I'm going to make that blue. And another thing that I like to turn on is the game time. Now, I set this to 12 hours just like that, because if you put it this way, day plus 24, it'll go at a sync. The game every morning when you wake up will tell you what the game time is. So I like to view that in yellow. And then no, and then no, and then no. No, I think that's the only two things I turn on. And I like to have those on because I want to see what time it is. So it's saying 5 p.m. and I know it gets dark in Minecraft around 6 o'clock or 6:30, which is the optimal time to sleep. So I got a feeling here we're going to have to dig a hole within the next hour, because it'll be nighttime, and we most certainly don't want to be out in the night. Let's prepare for that now, I guess. So I'm going to be yakking around and talking to you. I really don't want to die on the first night. Because, you know, how's that going to be? You're going to be like, geez, your Minecraft skill sucks. But anyway, there we go. All right. So we did get a little bit of cobblestone. So let's place down our crafting table again. We're going to need a furnace, so we can cook our first food source. So let's get that happening. Now, what are we going to use in here to fuel this? Well, we got birch planks, so let's see about slabs. I like slabs for this. Why is it telling me I can't make those? I'm pretty sure I got planks, right? Yeah, I got birch planks. What's the problem, dude? Hank Bonk. Yeah. No, I think I know why. That makes more than one thing. So let me show you that. So if I click this, oh, now it's working. All right. Anyway, don't mind me. Let's turn the rest of these into slabs. Throw the slabs in, and let us make some food. Now, what was the other thing I was going to say? Yes, hit the Y button. The mini map. We can change the position. I never like it over here, and I think by default too it's square. And you can change the preset. You can move where you want it. You can also change, I think, how it looks, if you want circle or not, what things you want to show on it, what things you don't want to show on it. And for me, I've kind of already explained what I like on there or not. All right, we have some food. Let's grab another sip of coffee. And if you notice at the top of my screen as well, there's another mod there that tells you what you're looking at. Very helpful. So furnace, and it shows you that based off of what you got on your or in your inventory, what you can do with it. So right now that's a furnace, and it says if I put slabs in it, or it's showing I got slabs in it. I take them out, see it just says furnace. All right, let's dig this up. Dig this up. Now when the daylight cycle comes back up, I'll just run in a direction. Hopefully we'll find some sheep, because we're going to need a bed. Another thing in this you can build, which is really, really good, which is a cool feature, is this. You can make a sleeping bag, okay? Now it's a little bit cheaper than a bed. A bed, you need 3 wool and 3 wood to make a bed, but this, you just need the 3 wool. And I'll explain why this is a really, really cool thing. So in Minecraft, when you make a bed and you put it down, you sleep in it, you've essentially told the game, if I die, spawn me back here. Now, what happens if you chop up the bed? Well, if you die, you're going to respawn where I started, up in the tree, in this snowy biome, which you all know already I don't like, and I don't want to stay here. I'm not going to make my home here. I'm not going to build my first house here, because I don't like snow biomes. I'm getting out of Dodge, as they say. So why would I want the game to spawn me back here? Well, I don't want the game to spawn me back here. So to counteract that, what you can do is leave your bed down wherever you placed it, and then build that sleeping bag. So then when the night cycle comes, you can put the sleeping bag down, sleep in it, and if you die, you're still going to spawn back at home, but at least you can sleep through the night cycle without moving your spawn point. So it's definitely good for that. There might be some other things about it too that I might be forgetting, but you know, gotta leave something there for you to discover yourself. What else can I talk about while I'm waiting for the day to come back up? Yes, some important things that you should probably build right away. If you're really creative, really creative, and you would like some different blocks and some different things you can make, there's some different crafting tables you can make. So there's the carpenter's table, the saw. It's different than the regular cutting blade in Minecraft. There's the diamond grindstone, and I'll get into this in a minute as well, because all the ores you're going to find in this game, like aka diamond lapis and stuff like that, they all come in a raw form, and you need to rub them and polish them on this to turn them into the gems and jewels that you're used to in regular Minecraft. So it gives you another kind of thing to do, another thing in a process, because that's one thing about Minecraft that always ends up making me get bored of it and making me stop playing it, because I run out of things to do, and I'm just like, well, what do I build today? And it's like, okay, well, I don't find creative, I guess, as fun as survival. I want to have things to do every time I come in to play a game of Minecraft. So that's good. That gives me something to do. We're also going to get into the create tools. You can make some really movable stuff. These here really up the game as far as redstone goes. Because, you know, for electrical devices and thing, redstone was the key. But now at create, we can make things like spinning water wheels and turbines, and you can even make a moving train if you want, or automated mining machine, all kinds of really cool stuff. There's also a way with that as well to just expand like different things. I mean, if you really wanted, like, say, a working windmill with the spinning fan blades, you can build that with create. It's really, really cool. All right. Getting into the wee hours of the morning here now. And I see my breath because it's cold here in this biome. We are in a biome called the Howling Peaks. We're currently facing north. So I know maybe another thing I should build, because when we go out exploring, I like to have a boat. So where's the birch boat? I guess I don't have enough planks, huh? Yeah, I don't. What do you know? Okay, that's that song I was talking about. So I got to go in here to the sound. Music. Yeah, got to shut that off. Don't want to get copyright striked. Why am I still hearing it? Should not be still hearing it. Music off. Okay, let's talk about video since we're in here. Shader packs. Now, the game comes with all these. Complimentary reimagined. It comes with Nostalgia, Potato, Super Vanilla. It doesn't come with this one. I've installed this one manually myself. It's called Photon. And I'm going to load the Photon shaders up. Why? Because I really like those. They're probably the best shaders I've ever encountered. I'm going to show you the difference of how the game looks once we get out of here. Let's go into the settings. I always like to apply a reset. Apply, done, done. Back to game. I'm not going to notice any difference right at the moment. I'm a little concerned though, because I'm still hearing that music lightly in the background. Music 100%. Let's do done, done. Back to game. And we'll go into it again. Come on, Minecraft, shut that music off. Done, done. Back to game. Now, maybe what'll happen is that the fact that it's got to play through the tune before it stops any future ones, maybe? I really don't know. But now, I guess the only thing that you can really notice is when I look up into the sky, it's pitch black. It's really dark. We're going to need some torches, I think. Yeah, we need coal or something for those. I can make that. Let's put those in. Let's burn these. That'll give us charcoal. I'll light this up anyway. I can hear something moving around outside there. And you'll notice there's a little light outline at the edge of each of your bars. And as you highlight things on the bar, you'll also see on the left what's there. So it, like when I highlight the pickaxe, it tells me there's 50% of it left, 74% left on the axe. Okay, tells you what each block is. And then over on the right is your armor. Another cool thing with this is we can put on more than one thing. So eventually, once I build a lantern, I'm going to build this thing here. It's, where is it? No, maybe I don't have a bookmark, but it's called a wearable lantern. Oh yeah, so I was going to talk about the bookmark feature. Let's talk about that. So, I don't know, what's something else you're going to build in Minecraft probably right away? Like a door. So a birch door. So if I want a birch door, I can click on it, bring it up in the menu. Now, while I'm highlighting this, just hit the A button on your keyboard, and it'll put it down here. And then the next time you want to build it, you have your favorites over here, and once you're done with it, you can hit A again, and off it goes. Okay, 5:30. So it looks like the sun is going to be coming up here real soon. Let's, I need to dig this up. Oh, pickaxe for this because it's made out of stone. Axe for this because it's made out of wood. Oh, wait, now. I never did make the torches, did I? And there's what I was talking about. Day 2. So that's why you don't need it up here on the mini-map on the clock, because it'll show you how many days you've been in Minecraft. Let's grab these torches. Now, what I can do is I can put the torches in my offhand so that I can see while I'm walking around. Okay. Dig this block up. Okay, so it's daytime now. That's west, that's north. Let's have a look at the big map again. I think I'm seeing a marigold meadows this way. So let's turn around so we're facing in the right direction. So it would be data way. All right. So let's go data way. And let's hope that on our way there, we encounter some sheep. Around this big, huge hill. Okay, this is the Jagged Peaks. A good place to find minerals and things like iron and stuff is usually up in the mountains. Looks like I'm coming across a little vein of stuff here, which is good. Let's get out the old pickaxe. Oh, some coal. Always useful stuff. And I'll say as well, I don't claim to be the world's best Minecraft player. I think the main reason why I'm covering this game is because I want to show you about this mod. Oh, I just made a Minecraft rookie mistake. You can't use wooden pickaxes to dig up ores. Let's pickaxe. Stone. I need one of those. So this will allow me to explain something else. There we go. Just got an upgrade. This. No longer do you gotta, look for hours to find a sand biome so that you can get a cactus so you'll have something to destroy your items on. This comes with a garbage can. So now I don't need this pickaxe no more. I'm going to throw it in the garbage and then brush it. And now it's gone. All right. Let's dig up this iron. Okay. Let's get our crafting table picked back up. Let's grab some more of this coal. Just try not to get killed by falling sand. We'll make the video kind of short. We got to get moving. All right. We are still heading in the right direction. Yep. Now, I don't know if you noticed a difference already, but the shader pack makes the sun round and the clouds move and they look like real clouds. Ah, there's the nice warmer, cozier area down here. Let's hope we don't sink in any snow before we get down here. Sweet. Marigold Meadows. What is this plant? Flaxen fern. No idea what that is. This is the Golden Wilds. Oak logs. Yeah, I like oak. Now that I got a tool, chopping trees will be a breeze. Bye-bye, Mr. Tree. Gotta like that, eh? Ta-da! The forbidden fruit. Just picked up a apple. Okay. What are we doing? Well, we're getting the crafting table down because I broke my axe, and now we can upgrade to a stone one. Axe. It's the stone axe. There we go. One stone axe. Now, since we have completed some tasks, let's go in and we'll talk about the progression again. So right here, as you see, I've completed 2 quests. Well, actually 3. So the Welcome to Homestead you automatically get. So just click that. And then it gives you, I think, a couple of random rewards. So, and then this one is timber. So if you cut down 16 of any log, you get an efficiency 3 axe and some more XP. And what was the third one? We got sticks. So I made at least 32 sticks. So we'll get a torch out of this and some more XP. And that's what I like about this. See, now I got some rewards. I got some new things. A little bit of iron I've picked up. There's the axe I got, which I'll eventually use. There we go. And I got 29 experience levels already. All right. Continue on. Some interesting plants over here. Marigold. And the blue thing it's showing you at the top there is basically the mod pack this comes from. So these plants are all from the mod Nature Spirit. Wow. It's a maple tree. Yeah. Hello. More food source. Oh, there's an egg. Duck. Okay, fellas, where's all the sheep? Direct me to the sheep, guys. Don't run away while I'm trying to kill you. I mean, come on. Cruelty to animals. What a jerk. Yeah, I know. Okay, is this sheep? I think we found our sheep. Please tell me there's 3 of these guys over here, all of the same color. There is, but one's not old enough to butcher. Hi, fellas. Sorry about this, but I need a bed to sleep in. And you know what? I think I found a good spot to make our house. I mean, we got a little cave over here to go camping. Oh, jeez! Well, I made another Minecraft mistake. That was an Enderman, and I looked at him, and he didn't like that at all. Yeah, and I died. Okay, so that's good. We can talk about death and why I said that There's not really any fear of it. Now, I'm going to respawn, and it's going to put me back where I was. Why? Because I didn't have a bed. But the nice thing is I have a death compass in my hand. So this is going to show me exactly right where I died, which is 362 meters away from where I'm currently standing. Just unfortunate. Yeah. People watching it might have said, how come you didn't see that guy? I really don't have an answer for that, but I didn't see him. And I didn't even have a sword. I was trying to switch to my axe, but by that time he had already clobbered me twice, So yes, death is still a possibility, but why do I not have a fear of death for this game? Because, well, I'll show you once I get back over to where I died. Another thing about this too, if a mob killed you that was angry, like the Enderman was on me, when I get back over there, if he's still there, he won't be angry at me no more. But I just got to remember not to look at him a second time, or this is going to happen again. Yes, I know I'm taking some damage, but just trying to get my booty back down to where my body is, so I can show you how the death mechanics work with this mod pack. And it's turning into night too, so this is going to be a quick get your body and get your bed up and running kind of deal. Should see my head sticking out of the ground here in a second. Oh no, he's still there. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. All right. And then you want to click on your guy's head, or right click on your guy's head, and then click this, take all items, and then take all items. There, I got my experience level back and all of my goodies. Everything. All back in my hand. All right, now hopefully, while I am getting the crafting table up, nothing comes and kills me while I'm trying to build a sleeping bag right away. Switch to the sleeping bag, thank you. Okay, let's get to daytime if we can, please. Nighttime. There we go. We're awake and it's daytime. All right, I like to usually put that at the end here. All right, well, at least now we got a means to sleep. That's good. And it looks like I need to eat a little something. I did accidentally place down a torch. Got to watch out for that too. Right-clicking does place your torch when you're holding it in your hand. Now, so please do not come back again, bud. Go away. Let's have a look at the big map. We got some water over here. I like to be near the water. Get facing the right way. This way. Okay. It'll still be in this biome, which is not a bad biome to start with. But maybe we'll give a little room to that Enderman. There's a field of something over here. Look at this. Okay, Enderman, go away. I can still hear you. Poppy bushes. Oh, poppy field. We are coming up on water, though, which is nice. Oh. That is a gorge. Look at that. It looks like it does go down into water, but man. Oh, that is deep. Yeah. A lot of baddies will spawn down there. It's a sheep. Wow, there is a little land bridge, I guess, over it. Then it's going into like a birch biome of some kind. What's that? Chicken. Some lava over there. this is certainly, I will admit, this is certainly an interesting area. Silver birch forest. This is a little flatter. What do we got over here? We got some cows. Ah, this is lava. This might be the spot, because I mean I could use that to make obsidian. We got cows everywhere. Yeah, okay. So, alright, we are going to need a rocky stone and cobblestone. A little bit of dirt. I mean, I guess we could go for a basic structure. That's all we really want in the beginning, right? So let's start with cutting some trees. That efficiency axe certainly makes things go a little better. Lots of animals here chewing up the bushes. What's up in that tree? That bloody Enderman's still over here. I still see him zipping around. Go away. I know you're trying to get me to look at you, but I'm not. I'm not falling for that. Once was enough. All right. Let's get this field cleared. I think we found some tulips in there. Yes, I'm a bit of a stickler about my grass. Okay, so it looks like I'm full. Yeah, a little trick that different YouTuber I watched taught me, which I thought was a neat way of doing your house. So, do I have any oak logs? Not really. Let's throw this down here. Let's throw this in. Get this cooking. Let's get our crafting table back down. Okay. Yeah, the books, I don't really need these. Let's get rid of all of them. Because they're taking up inventory space that I need, personally. Alright, what's over here? What type of trees are these? This is maple. I don't see why I can't make my house out of maple, I guess. I don't know how many maple trees are around, though. They get maple saplings. Timber! Now, I'll also say, too, while I'm playing this, if you do want me to turn this into a Let's Play series, make sure you comment in the video and let me know that. Because, like I said, I'm just going to cover some things about this mod. And, you know, I think eventually, too, if somebody wants me to cover how you get the mod installed or something, I might do that. But, yeah. Egg floating there I can't pick up. Alright, I think we need to build a chest. Oh, I just happen to have that bookmark. I don't have enough planks. Maple planks. bunch of maple planks. And yeah, I know. Threw stuff out of my inventory. So I don't have anywhere to put it. Chest. Can you make a chest out of maple? A-P-L-E. Maple boat with chest. Yeah. And grove. Jungle logs. Arc. Yeah. I can't make it out of that wood. Well, that blows. Oh, wait now. I do got oak logs. Let's throw those out and make oak planks. Fellas, you're really ticking me off here. Too many sounds. Go away. I'm trying to concentrate. Thank you. All right. You're determined to get whacked. Okay. Now, can I build a bloody chest? Yes. No? Yes. Come on. Might help if I clicked on the crafting table, right? There we go. Build up to 8 of them. Dude, come on. Okay. Finally got the chest. Put it down. All right. Let's throw everything we collected in this bloody chest and we'll sort it out afterwards. All right. Pick all this stuff up. Never want to throw stuff away. Okay, let's get the that ore that I picked up. Let's get that smelting. All right. And it's be nighttime again. For now. When we wake up, it'll be what? Day 4? Day 4 of Minecraft. All right. We've made a little bit of progression anyway. And we got nice fluffy pillowy clouds in the air this time. All right. Oh, blue egg. Never encountered one of them before. Okay, all right. So we have our food. I want to use this axe up before I completely chew that one up too. So what do we got for building blocks? We got maple. We got oak planks. Well, we can use oak planks maybe for flooring. Maybe even maple. We'll have to see how those 2 blocks look. Maple. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with maple because I got a feeling maple is probably the more prominent tree around here. Okay. And laying down roots. Okay. Oh. Another tool I need. We need a shovel. Stone shovel. I don't even got enough stone to make that. There. Might have enough to make one out of iron. Do I not have enough sticks? I bet you I don't, because I threw them in this box. One iron shovel. Okay, here we go. They go to block. So I usually like to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start off with, and we'll go to this block here. We'll go 1. Then we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Another log here. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. I don't know. Check the height at 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, what other kind of log could we use? Maybe birch? What do we get? Yeah, we get birch. Let's get some birch trees down here. You might be asking yourself, what the hell are you doing? Well, I'm going to strip these. Alrighty. Swap them out for this. 1, 2, 4. Crap. Jay, that one, the block doesn't go the right way. And it's not that you wouldn't see it from this side, but I just know it's on there wrong, so I can't leave it like that. So I'm just thinking, if I'm in the house here, yeah, a height of 3 I think will be okay with the first floor. Guy stomping his foot freaked me out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th block. 1, 2, 3. Now this design that I'm doing, this one calls for a double door, so crap. Alrighty, let's get that over here. There we go. Nope. those go on the... Those are meant to go on the end that way. Haven't really built this design in a little while. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Okay, well, I'm going to put some double doors in here, but before I build some doors, I may have a look at building this. So what do I need? I need a piece of iron, a crafting table, and I need a wooden axe, and some logs and some planks. Do we have what's needed? Crafting table. Yeah, I just need to build a wooden axe. And now I should be able to make this little bench over here called the carpenter's bench. Okay, there we go. Got a quest completed for that. Throw our carpenter's bench down here. And now with this, I can come over here and I can go door, oak, acacia. Is there a maple door? There is. This one, this one. I think I like this one better. So I'm going to make these. And then what you can do with this is go to the table, click the doors. Can I click the doors? Yes, I can't. I hear Zoms. Hello, Mr. Zom. Axe, please. Thank you. Jeez, he's out early. There's zombie. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Maybe I can't do additional stuff with these doors? No, I guess not. I wanted to show you how that works. So let's make these other maple doors. I need more maple planks, right? No. Time to sleep too. No sleep at night during thunderstorms. Well, it looks pretty dusk to me. There we go. Day 5. Ah, that Enderman's back again. Okay, guys, well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cut in here. And if you want to see me play more of Minecraft and actually work on constructing my first little home out of wood, make sure you like and subscribe and tell me to keep going. That you want to see more of the Homestead mod, and I don't know what the most popular thing these days for Minecraft is. Do we do 50 days in this bloody thing? Do we play 100 days in this? To explore some different really cool things that this mod has to offer. Anyway, if you've made it through the video this far and have enjoyed what I've done so far in Minecraft, thanks again. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye-bye.